Good morning. Right, here is the first of the uprights in the main cabin. There's the short beam to the cabin side and to the carlin beyond, and that's on the port hand side. Going across, there's starboard one, going onto the starboard carlin and then onto the starboard beam shelf. These carlins will be set in to new short beams, but in the meantime we're putting it here as a reference mark to the rest of the boat. Here's the starboard on the side upright. It's over length at the moment, but that needs to be until we cut them all to the right length. Same with the port hand side one. Yep, so you'll see you can get on with it now. Going around the boat, you can see that the carlin is situated where it needs to be. We've got to get the ends cut on the port and starboard and sides into the deck beams, and then once that's done, we'll be able to put the cabin sides back in place. As I said in the earlier video, there's a front connecting part of the frames there, situated in place. Just needs a bit of fairing to fit the existing frames, but then when that's done, that'll be bolted in place, and that beam there will be screwed onto the frame, as will all the rest of the beam. That'll be screwed. That'll be screwed onto that frame on that side and onto that frame there. Turn round, turn round, turn round. That one will be the same. That'll be fixed to there and fixed to there. The short beam here will be fixed into the rib, and then this one here will be fixed into the frame again. And once they're all done, then we can put the floor back in and make life a lot easier to work on inside the boat while we rebuild the internal part. Hopefully we'll get a chance to put this rib back in along with its other ones there, and also bolt the frame and the knee and the deck beam together. That one there and that one there, putting the spaces in to equal up the distance between the frame and the knee, and the frame or the knee and the beam, so that the bolts are not too long, and then that'll be a ring frame and the whole boat there. So when the mast goes back up and the chain plates are bolted through the frame, we will make some future lodging knees to connect the frame to the upright hanging knees, so that when the frame is used to bolt the cap shroud on, it's going to be connected all together as it was originally. So that's what we're doing at the moment. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and any comments gratefully received. We have a Patreon page for this restoration project, so if you'd like to go along to there, place some money as little as £2 a week, or no, not £2 a week, £2 a month, by all means do so. So in the meantime, that's Simon saying goodbye from the Mai Star Restoration Project. See you later, bye. Oh dear, now need to mark it off at the same angle as the frame, so we can see it on the frame properly. We'll do the first cut there, and then the second cut here. hopefully that'll get the two angles for the bottom of the upright. Right, it's now roughly in position. The cross beam there is not the correct length. Sometime in the past the entrance to the cabin was altered and it didn't notch that into the upright. When I got the boat, the upright was missing, so guesstimating it, I suspect that we'll need to make a new beam across that will half lap in to this upright here. So that's what will be done in a little while from now, but in the meantime it's roughly where it needs to be, and so it can be used as a datum to go to the port hand side on that one. And that's what I'm going to be doing next, is doing this side and altering the bottom so it fits nicely over the frame at the bottom. Just making these two cuts here and on here to use as the angle for the bottom of the upright post here, and then that can be fixed in place with a couple of temporary screws so that I can put the cross beam, as I showed you before, the cross beam in, that cross beam in position. So once that cross beam is in position and this upright has been put into position, then the carlin that runs. So I've got to fit this cross beam, a new cross beam in here, fit this upright in, and then we can fit the carlin onto the new short cross beam, that end and also at the far end, and that will make up the carlin for the cabin sides. And once this is all in position, then the cabin side can be put back in, and then this gap here can have a new half end of the cabin bulkhead put back in, and that'll be well on our way in this part of the boat. Right, as you can see now, the port hand side is done now. Just got to get some fixings organised for the upright here and make up some more patterns for the cross beams, so that can be sorted out. So that's what's going to be happening next.